What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Tuesday, October 5th. Markets just closed 25 minutes ago. I hope you're all having a great day and you're starting the week out on the right foot. Right now, we're looking at CEI. This thing just crumbled and fell apart. Crumbled. We announced it and tried to warn everybody that the pump was over with, and timber and down she goes. Good run on it, though. Good run. From 30 cents, having an epic run all the way up to almost $5. But then as soon as it started making lower highs, lower lows, everybody starts to sell and dump. And this thing just crumbles and falls apart, hitting $1. So just in a couple days, giving back, what is that, about 60% of its run here? What I like to do to easily get an idea, doesn't hurt to measure moves. So from a low up to a high, this thing's pulled back over 77% of its move. So it took from, what is that here, August 19th, and it topped out September 29th. So about a month and a half it took for it to run up and make its move here. And then in just 2 days gives back 77% of its run. Eek. Hopefully everybody got out on that one. So we'll break down, talk about what popped off today, and focus on a couple subjects that we'll talk about. The title of this video is Day Trading Consistency, and that's what I really strive to preach and teach here at Trading Learning 101. If you guys are new here and you're just tuning into this video, or you've seen a couple of my videos and you still have not hit that subscribe button yet, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get notified when I go live and put out new content. And also, if you want to be a part of a community, I do have a Discord link in the video description. Feel free to join it. You can join the Discord for absolutely free. We're always doing cool, fun stuff in here. And this Discord is jam-packed, filled with great education. So check it out. So it's Tuesday. We're just beginning a new month in trading. It's October. Yesterday, we did a recap. I closed out the day $1,200 in profit. Pretty much same thing again today. The first hour of the day, I was pretty much done trading for the day. Today, I'm locking in just over $1,400. So 2 days, we still got 3 trading days left, and I'm already up $2,600. That's really, really good, guys. Really good. I traded MARPS and ARQQ, making, what was it, $300 on MARPS, and I made $1,200 on ARQQ. Now let's break those down real quick. MARPS was the #1 stock gapping up on the gap scanner. The #1 stock. And I sure hope everybody got out alive on MARPS. It's got a low float stock. The float on it is what? 1.6, 1.9 million is the float. So there's a low supply of it. It's getting a nice parabolic gap up from 5 up to 850. They were pulling it back. But as soon as this market opened, and we can zoom in on this, just below $8, it wants to surge up to 850 and was just struggling. Now, this is where us as day traders, we have to react to what we're seeing. Be very observant of the environment and conditions around us. We have to. I jumped in on MARPS as it was just below 8 for that surge up over $8 to test and run up to 8.50, and maybe we'll get that big squeeze up to $10. Pre-market MARPS had 10 million in volume. The float on it again is only 1.6, 1.9 million. So they've already rotated that float, what, 5 times, 4 times? So they're rotating that supply and the demand of that float 5 times. That's an imbalance. That's what we like to look out for. So right when MARPS starts running up and pushing up over that $8, I got to make that decision. Am I seeing weakness? Do I recognize weakness? Am I getting bad juju, bad vibes? If so, I got to pay attention and I got to bail out. And that's what I did. I bailed out. If it took off and ran, so be it. I went with my gut. Always try to go with your gut when you're in the markets, because things happen so fast, guys. It could be good 1 second, and then the next, it could be slamming down on you. And look what happened with MARPS. From 8.30, this had a death candle all the way down to 7.50. So if I would have just held and hoped on this stock, this thing slammed down 70, 80 cent to the downside. I don't want to be in something like that. I don't. So good call in recognizing the weakness. Even when we were in the Discord, we said MARPS, it's still technically bullish, but it just looks bogged down, like they were holding it back. Somebody was unloading and unloading and unloading, and you could just see that on the tape. And then what happens? Everybody gives up on it. They all sell, and this thing crumbles all the way back down to $5.50, almost to the area where it closed at yesterday, just about. So it gave back about 80% of its gains, 80%. So then the next stock that I traded was ARQQ. Now, ARQQ, this thing has just been phenomenal, like the last month and a half. ARQQ, I'll pull it up here. Picked up 1,500 shares of this, made almost $1,200 on this thing. Almost. Every single day, ARQQ has proven it likes to skip up and jump to $3. I mean, look at yesterday. From $18.50, rips up to $22. Pulls down here to $19.50, rips up to $22.50. Pulls down to $20.50, rips up to $22. This morning, still holding trend. You can easily draw a trend line on this. Easily. Just like that. Draw a trend line. There's our trend line, holding trend, and it's showing us 1, 2, 3, 4 times right here that it's skipping up dollars. That's an opportunity, and I got to recognize that and attack when I see something like this, guys. So ARQQ, and look at how much volume it had today. Not even 1 million. Not even. And I was able to successfully make money on a stock like this. To me, this is stress-free trading. For real. This is where the smart money is. And that's what it's all about. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to focus and pay attention to what everybody else and their mother is focusing and paying attention to. That one stock, MARPS. This had 33 million in volume. 33 million. That's a lot. A lot. And normally when we see a stock with a lot of volume, what happens? It's overcrowded. This stock, today's volume versus its average volume, it did 477% more volume today than it normally does. That's wild. What was ARQQ? ARQQ had 800,000 in volume, and it actually did 84% of its normal volume. So it did less of its normal daily volume. So for me, 2 for 2, 1,400, bringing my total to 2,600 for the week. I'm completely content and happy with that. And I was done the first hour of the day. And I gotta make that decision. Do I stick around and continue to trade? Do I be greedy? Or do I secure the bag and I live to trade another day? I always make that decision, guys, whenever I'm green and we start to go into 10:30, 11, I make that decision. If I'm up, I'm good. I did my job for the day. And it's as simple as that. And I secure the bag. I hit that X, that red X on your broker. I think everybody has it. When you're up on the day, go up there, click that red X, and it'll ask you, are you sure you want to close out that broker? I click yes. Some of you guys can click no, but I click yes, and I secure that bag. That's what I do, and that's how I'm able to successfully do this day in and day out, guys. I consistently secure that bag. I don't care if it's $100, $200, $500, $1,000, $2,000. Secure that bag day in and day out. You can be watching a stock and they have a good couple dollar move, and then you leave, and that stock, let's say it runs up another $100. Who cares? You did your job. You showed up, you made your money, and you got to go off and enjoy the rest of your day. That's the freedom that the stock market gives us, guys. Just because we're able to do this doesn't necessarily mean we have to sit here all day and observe what's going on. No. It's not about that. Stock market gives you that freedom and that opportunity to show up when you want, trade as much as you want, do whatever you want, leave at any time you want, and being up $2,600 and it's only Tuesday, if I truly wanted to, I don't even have to trade the rest of the week if I wanted. I could take the rest of the week off. Back when I was working at Old Dominion Freight Lines, it would take me 3 weeks to make that type of money, working 60, 50 hours a week. So it's all about priorities, having a process and a plan, and having that mindset of consistency. I want to live to trade another day, and I'm not going to get caught up in the moment, and I'm not trying to swing for home runs every single trade. There's a lot of people that probably got burnt on MARPS. A lot of people probably got burnt on this, and I was able to successfully walk away with a little bit of green from this. So that's something to be proud of. So what else did we have pop off today? We had BTBT pop off. This is a familiar name. BTBT ran from $8, ran all the way up to a high of $10, so a good $2 run to the upside. Gets a nice pullback here down to 920s, and from 920s runs up, makes new highs up at $11. So on average, BTBT, this was having good $2 moves. And again, This is a trend we've been seeing and noticing a lot in the markets. Stocks have been grinding up and trending up nice and slowly. And BTBT did just that today. Let me switch this over real quick so I can see what you guys are saying. So a good move on BTBT. That's one stock we had a good move on today. What else did we have? Today it was honestly slim pickings. It really was. The markets starting off October have been quite slow. Let's take a look at the SPY real quick. It's all of the indexes, and everybody's worried right now about recession talks, bear market. The last time the markets have made a new high was way back here in the beginning of September 3rd. So September 3rd, and just over 1 month now, the market has been consistently making lower highs and lower lows. And we drew these two trend lines out here way back. And as you can see, this index and SPY is still obeying our trend lines that we've drawn out here. So it looks like the SPY today, it had a good run up. And it is pretty textbook the way this ran. Let's look at this real quick. Look at this on the 1 minute. So yesterday, it had a morning sell-off here. And then it went into a consolidation phase. A resting phase. Just back and forth. Back and forth. When stocks are consolidating like this, you never know truly which way they want to go. It's a 50-50. They could continue to push down, or it could run back up. They're 50-50s. So you either play the range or sit on your hands and wait for the stock or index to pick a direction it wants to go. This morning, we were waking up to a nice gap up in the futures. So the SPY was having a nice gap up, and this is now what we call a gap and go. Gap and go. That's the name of the strategy. And it runs all the way up to this area up here. And it just topped out. You can see it topping out clear as day. And then going into the close, nobody wants to be holding at resistance. So everybody dumps it and this crumbles back down. We may continue to push higher. I don't know. I always try to take it day by day with indexes, the SPY, NASDAQ. Take it day by day. Never try to predict what these indexes are going to do, because I don't care who you are. Nobody can predict and tell you what these indexes are going to do, because anything could happen. Anything. You know, Mr. Joe Biden can come out and say, hey guys, with the coronavirus, and here's another vaccination for everybody to get it. This is mandatory and it's going in effect tomorrow. That could tank the market. An attack could happen. Anything could happen, and it has an effect on the market. So just take it day by day, hour by hour. Keep tabs on it, and you'll be all right. Look at the S&P 500, and I've said this to the members in the group here. Look at the S&P 500 as mother. You never talk back to mother. You always listen to mother and what she has to say. Mother knows best, right? Mother is never going to steer you in the wrong direction. So just listen to what she's saying, see what she's doing, and take it from there. Let's go back to CEI real quick. So CEI, man, this thing just crumbled hard. Good run up though. Here's the daily chart on it from way back here. And look at all the volume that poured into this as it just kept pushing up and pushing up. This was a pretty epic run. It really was. From 30 cents to $5. This is like a lottery ticket winner. For real. Which reminds me, I think that Mega Millions or something is up to like 750 something million dollars. It's up there pretty high. So from 50 cents gets a good run up to $5. That's like hitting the lottery. Because at 30 cents, all these people, they can load up $1,000 can buy you what? At 30 cents. Maybe 5,000, 10,000 shares. I don't know at the top of my hand. But this gets a good few dollar run up like this. You're in the money. And everybody cashes in and it just crumbles and falls apart. They did an offering yesterday. That's what happened and started it for CEI. So we had ATER have a good pops on it today. And on the 10-minute, we slapped a trend line on this bad boy. And it's been obeying that trend line ever since. It topped out way back here. So just play the trend line. You can see this is forming a huge wedge on it. A huge wedge. Just by connecting all the lower highs and the clear support right here at $10. Nice big wedge on it. So just play the wedge. That's all you got to do. Never try to overcomplicate things, guys. Never. And technical analysis and drawing on charts, it's not perfect. It's an art. So if you're going to be picky and say, well, technically it found support at $9.22. Get out of here with that, dude. Get out of here. Focus on psychological numbers. $9, $10. Think bigger. Because if you think small like that and you're trying to pinpoint pennies, you're just going to beat yourself up with paper cuts. You truly are. The big money's not focusing on $9.22. They're not. It's either $9, $10, $11, and it just makes the job a lot easier as well. And as I said, this is more of like an art, technical analysis. Don't take it so seriously. So ATER, big downfall here to 9, pops up to almost 12. Nice $3 run right here. Pulls all the way back down to 950s. And from that, nice $1 pop to the upside. Today, from 950, getting a run up to just over 10. Pulls back, 975, rips up to almost 1050. There are some good opportunities out here. You just have to be selective in what you trade. Quick, get in, get out, secure the bag, and be done. That's it. Be done. This market's been pretty slow recently. Not a lot's been going on. And this is where bad practices come in to bite you. If you're used to sitting around in the stock market all day and you're trading from open to close, you're going to die from 1,000 paper cuts. You are. When markets slow down like this, it's best to have those practices set in stone to where you get in the market, you patiently wait, and you sit like a hunter does up in his stand. You're waiting for that deer to come along. Hunters will sit there for hours without saying a word, movement, go into the bathroom. They'll sit there and just wait. They're waiting for that opportunity to approach them. And as soon as that opportunity comes in sight, they take aim and they fire and they secure that bag. Same thing applies with trading. We're going to see a lot of people come and go in this game. A lot of people. I say it all the time. Because people love to show up. They want to make money every day. They want to swing for the home runs. They're not satisfied with, hey, I'm going to try to just consistently make $100 a day. Prove to themselves that they can successfully do that and then level up. Hey, I'm going to challenge myself now. Now that I've proven to myself that I can consistently make $100 a day and keep it, let's go for 150 now. Challenge yourself and take it in levels, guys. You can't just show up with no experience and just try to make couple thousand a day. That's unrealistic expectations, as I say. So let's run through here top percentage gainers real quickly. GBXI, ew, that ain't nothing going on with that. BTBT was a good one. ZETA, that was a good move from 625 to 825, but a little bit on the lighter volume side. But there's still opportunity there with it. There's market all over in the stock market, guys, everywhere. Remember that saying, if you focus on garbage, you're going to get garbage trading. If you focus on quality, you're going to get good quality trading and opportunities. Yeah, a lot of these are light volume. But if I was to go down here, yeah, we're going to talk on that in a second too. Bot chart lookup. The last 2 days, I've asked the stock bot in here, what are the most popular stocks in the market? Facebook, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Wish, Mara. Those were the top stocks yesterday. Now we fast forward to today. Some of the top stocks. CEI with that big sell-off. Facebook, Tesla, Netflix, Wish, Apple. All these large cap stocks. So put it together. Where's most of the volume at? Or has been in the large cap stocks? Paying attention to the environment. What do you notice across the board? Last 2 days, the most popular stocks this stock bot's been spitting out has been large cap. So that's where all the volume is at. So until volume returns to small cap land, reduce your size, get into defensive mode, have that mindset, all right, I'm going to show up. I'm going to patiently wait to see if there's any opportunity that pops up. And if so, that's when I'll attack. You'll know when opportunity comes along. You'll know. The next masterclass that we're going to be doing this week, part 10 of the masterclass, we're going to be talking about and breaking down how I make my watch list daily and how I know what stocks to focus on every day. So that's going to be the next masterclass. So going back here, Roy Lives managed to make green on XENE today, but boy, not worth the stress. And I ask, then why do you do that to yourself? Ask yourself that. Trading should not be stressful. It shouldn't. If you notice and find yourself, you're going, for example, you're going all in on stocks and you're nervous and you're freaking out and you don't know which direction it's going to go in. So you're holding and hoping and you're sweating, hoping it rips to the upside. You got to ask yourself, would a consistently profitable trader put themselves in this position? No, I don't think so. I don't even think they'll have them thoughts. Trading should be easy, guys. Make it easy. You'll know when stocks are tradable. You'll know a good setup when you see one. And always protect your butt. Always. Have that mindset. I want to show up tomorrow. I want to show up tomorrow. Do the same thing. This is the best job in the world, guys. It truly is. Where in the world can you go and make this type of money that I make day in and day out? Nowhere. You can't. So respect the game. Respect it. And not a lot of people do that. They do not respect the stock market. And if you don't respect the stock market, it's going to take everything from you and even more, as Mark Douglas says. So respect the game. Patiently wait for those setups. You'll know when a stock's tradable. You will. XENE. This was that one that ran yesterday. It was a bit of a grinder, but it had a good run. Yesterday, this went from 25.50, got a good pop to 28.50. So that's a good $3 run right there. Pulls back down to 26. From 26, runs up to 29.50. That's a $3.50 run right there. So let's break this down. You got a $3 run there, a $3 run right there. From here, it went from 28 to 30. That's a $2 run right there. And I'm going to do this like this. So that was a $3 run. This one was a $3.50 run. That was a $2 run. Then this one, it went from 28.50 to 30. That's a $1.50 run. And then from 28.50 up to 33, that's a $5 run right there. So get this back out right here. That was a $1.50. And then this last move at the end of the day, that was a $5 run. So look at all these different opportunities on XENE. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different opportunities. All in total 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $14 in total. So XENE moved in total of $14 from the bottom to the top, all in the upside. 5 different times. That's opportunity, guys. That's opportunity. And imagine all you had to have done was, out of all these opportunities, only catch one. Only one. It could have been this $2 one. Or hey, it could have been that $1.50. It's all it takes. Patiently wait for that one setup to pay you out. And then rinse, repeat, do it again tomorrow. That's what leads to consistency. Day in and day out. You need to show up, be mentally prepared, clear mind, no distractions. Anything's possible. It's that simple. that simple, guys. Just takes time to get there because you got to get that experience under your belt, and you got to go through all of these different situations and scenarios in the markets. You got to visually see these types of stocks run day in and day out, learn from them, break them down. That way you're able to take advantage of them in the future. So also this morning, Bitcoin was the topic of the day, and we had Bitcoin related stocks popping off. Bitcoin with Mara running from 34 up to 37.50. And the other one that I like to look at is Riot. Riot had a run from 25 up to 26.50, so about a $1.70 run. Pulls down, gets a nice grind up. Multiple opportunities out here and trading vehicles to make money. Bitcoin was the talk this morning, so a lot of people had their attention on Bitcoin. And then, real quickly, DATS. This bad boy's been getting crushed. We drew a trend line on this after it topped out up here at 1850. Since then, it started to level out here at 1150, and then it crushed and fell right through it. And if you zoom in on this, just got destroyed. Then it perks up, and now it's getting real tight again right here at this 850, 950 level. This could be setting up for a nice little pop back up to 950. So if we go off and do our recap tomorrow, and I mentioned DATS, how it had a good run on it, and we were able to capitalize on it. This is where you pay attention to these stocks days, weeks after they make their move for any opportunity to set up. And even on the daily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight red days without a green day. It's pulled back a lot. On the 10-minute, it's sold off. Got a nice little wedge going on here. It could be gearing up, and this could run all the way up to like 1150. That's $2.50 upward potential. What I try to teach here with the group, see it before it happens. See the move before it happens. We know that this just got crushed recently. It perks up. It's gearing up right here with a well-known wedge pattern. If it starts to break to that upside here, it's got all this room right here to run. All the way up here. But if it falls down, this thing could start making new lows and getting hammered down even lower. And that's okay. The best we can do, keep eyes on these stocks, see how they set up, and see what stocks set up the best risk versus reward opportunity. That's our job. We're like hunters, like we just said. We patiently wait for that opportunity. I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Enjoy the rest of my evening. So far, great start to the week. Last 2 days pulling green. Now you can get into that mindset. You're up good on the week. Just for example, we got 3 trading days left in the week. And this is all about your mindset, guys. Remember that. I don't need to be rich. I just want to live a comfortable life. A simple, comfortable life. I pay all my bills off. I have money in the bank. Life is good. I'm in good health. Life's good. What more could I ask for, right? I'm not looking to strike it rich and be a multi-millionaire being a trader. I just want to live a simple, boss-free life. Freedom. That's what I want. Freedom to do whatever I want. And with the stock market, I am able to do that. Don't you guys all want the same? Well, get into that mindset. Consistency. Stop trying to hit home runs and swing for the fences. Start getting satisfied. Hey, I made $100 the first 30 minutes this market opened. I'm content with that. I'm good with that. And you know what? That adds up every day. That's more of the mindset that I want to see out of everybody. Not, hey, I'm going all in on this, guys. YOLO. Wish me luck. Like that, you're going about it all wrong, bro. You're going to blow up and then you're going to give up. And then 20 years down the road, you're going to be like, dang, what if I stuck with it and actually had a process and focused on consistency? Now I got to start up my 401k and work for this dude I hate for the next 30 years of my life. I don't want to do that. So focus on consistency, guys. Get into that mindset. I don't care how much green it is a day. It adds up. And just as I was saying, there's 5 trading days in a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 trading days in a week, right? That's 5 days of opportunity. Every day the markets are open 6.5 hours. Monday, what was it? 1,200 profit. Tuesday, 1,400 profit. Now as I go on deeper into the week, I'm good. I'm satisfied, right? I just made a whole month's salary, what I used to have to work for and make. So now I kick back, take it easy, scale back, protect my profits, right? It's all about the mindset and mentality you have. Do you want to do this successfully? And ask yourself that reoccurring question. Would a consistently profitable trader be doing this right now? The answer is no. Then why are you doing it? Remind yourself, remind yourself, remind yourself. If you guys are just tuning in and viewing, make sure you guys go back and watch the beginning of this video. We talked a lot about a lot of key topics, important topics. And if you guys are new here, I'd appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button, join the Wolfpack, the Trading Learning 101 community. And also, if you're interested, I have a link to the Discord group. It's free to join this Discord. There's a link down in the description. Feel free to join this community here. There's a lot of great people here. And just as I shared this psychological fact, the less people think, the louder they are. And that's facts, 100%. I'm Mr. Wolf. As I always say, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.